What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be benchmarking three different models. We're going to put Fable 5 versus Opus 5 versus Soul 5.6. What you're seeing on the screen right now is actually an application I created. It's called Centrail. It's really cool. I did make it free, so if you'd like to run your own benchmarks or look at some extra insights about the AI models that we use every day, I'd love for you to check it out. So I'll be using this same time as the benchmark and application showing to to basically create a whole bunch of metrics for us. So to first start with, I kind of wanted this benchmark to be pretty general. I wanted to kind of give autonomy to these different models. I felt it was important to try to make them create or to choose whatever project they wanted to do. So I give them multiple options and give them autonomy to make decisions. I didn't want to guide them in any way or give them instructions outside of some rubric that they have to follow. So you can kind of read the benchmark, basically the prompt that I gave each one of these models. And then I asked it to choose one of these three options. Let them decide, and basically, these are the quick rules they have to follow. Don't use anything that I currently have, plugin wise, extra skills, or any extra additions. And then at the end, I wanted to answer a couple questions as well. So it would kind of grade itself. And then we're going to go ahead and review each application. Maybe glance over the code. All of the code is going to be public, so I will put the repositories down below. And we're going to go ahead and check out how Opus did versus Fable did and versus Soul did. I'm kind of excited to see how Opus 5 is compared to Fable. And so let's kick it off with Fable. So I got this loaded up here. One thing that's kind of interesting is both Anthropic models, Opus and Fable, decided to do audio reactive visualizers. So this first one is actually Fable's. It decided to call it Oralis. And what's going to be kind of exciting about this is since both Fable and Opus did audio reactive visualizers, we're going to be able to see with full autonomy what they did, and we'll do a bird's eye view of the code and read the answers that each model gave us as well. So let's go ahead and begin. So both Fable and Opus kind of did some beat making stuff for us. So this is the Fable producer, beat maker. Fable, baby. All right, so clearly we have a couple settings down below. That's that Fable original. Okay, looks like it's on auto mode. I'm gonna turn that off. This is kind of cool. Okay, so it gave us 4 different scenes. This is the tunnel. It gave us a little bit of sensitivity and some color palettes. Am I tripping, or is the sensitivity not so reactive? Oh, there we go. Okay, not bad by Fable. This is pretty interesting. This beat is something funny. You can't pause and you can't start. Oh, that was cool. The visualizer stops working, stops playing when the beat stops. That's also a good sign. That's something I'm kind of grading them on, is how full these applications are. We definitely want to make sure that they end-to-end create full systems and don't cut corners. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and check this out, the file upload. I do make my own music on the side, so I am going to kind of put an unreleased song here. I will put the song down in the description. You can save it. It's a new single that I came out with. I do like to make music, so it's just another side piece that I do. Let's go ahead and open this. Oh, this looks pretty sick. I love the Lotus effect in the middle. I mean, it's reacting to the sound pretty well. This is kind of cool. I don't know which one I like the most. Maybe Halo or Nebula. Okay. All right. So that's Fable. Let's go ahead and get into what it kind of answered. So real quick, I'm not going to review the code, but I will do a structure review. Um, it looks like it went straight JavaScript. Fable's decided to just go directly with WebGL2 and Web Audio, kept it pretty minimal. Basically has a rendering engine and a core shader pack, and then basically provides these different scenes. One entry point. Made it pretty easy to just quickly spin it up. There was no dependency or anything, so as long as you have Node, you could just run this application, no problem. Let's see what it said. It chose a visualizer because it's the only option where everything, sound included, could be synthesized from math instead of depending on assets I can't sculpt. The longest part was the screenshot critique. Okay. But looked wrong. The galaxy needed real spiral arm structure. Okay. What I'm really interested in is, Fable gave itself an 8.5 out of 10. We'll compare that to the rest of the models and see what they really think of themselves when they're grading. I think this is a pretty cool project. I'm definitely impressed with the visualizers, and it is working end to end, so good points there. Back to Centrail, this application I was telling you I made is basically just a parser for your local files and repositories. You can check it out at centrail.org. But based off the Fable repository, we can see that 3 different commits were created. So the total cost, if you were to use the API pay as you go, it would have been $10.58 for Fable to pull this one-shot prompt off. About $3.50 per commit, and used about 4.5 million tokens. Wrote about 2,200 or so lines of code. So not bad. $10 for the Aralis app. I mean, that's pretty impressive, I think, nowadays, just to be able to do that. So I would like to give these things a grade, but I think we'll move on to the next one so we have an idea of where they should be. And then we'll come back with a grade. So the next one is Prism. Again, Opus and Fable both decided to use the same project. And so let's see if Opus 5 is better than Fable 5. Anthropic, did you do anything to impress us with Opus? Is it better? Who knows? Let's begin. Again, we got the Anthropic producer tag, the Terraria soundtrack. I definitely feel like I just opened Terraria or like Minecraft or something. Okay, so we got Nebula as the first scene. Okay. Seems like a very similar song. Okay, Tunnel. It's kind of wild. Again, we have this palette. Oh. Oh shit, Opus. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, I'm an AIL. That's it. I can't even pretend. This sounds like somebody who's trying to figure out what key they're in. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna test the file here. Actually, I really like Terrain. Whoa, this is giving me some old Microsoft vibes. We're gonna go switch to my own freaking song. I can't do it anymore. Oh, this would be sick. Oh, the classic dub trap 808 visualizer that you see. Okay. Oh, the Nebula looks a lot cooler with much more going on. It's really psychedelic looking. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like Opus's project more than Fable. Anthropic, did you mute Fable or did you power up Opus? Okay. So that was Opus. Again, you can check all this out on the public repository. You can definitely clone that if you'd like. I did proofread this. The answers to questions went to the benchmark. Again, you're more than welcome to go read this. It gave us a lot of information. These LLMs, man. I'm happy that it gave me all of this information. It ran for a much longer time. I felt like Fable knocked it out in 10, 15 minutes. Opus, on the other hand, took a good 30, 40 minutes. Clearly, by looking at the code at the top level, I mean, it's much more intense. It even went with TypeScript. And it looks like it went ahead and used frameworks to help it do its job. So Fable went straight JavaScript to pull this off, while Opus went ahead and it looks like it grabbed the 3JS library. I'm not sure what Puppeteer Core is. Used TypeScript and used Vite as a package builder. Okay, so good job, Opus. I'm actually kind of impressed by Opus 5. That's pretty impressive, honestly. That was a really cool visualizer. I could see myself using those in some production stuff. I like those scenes a lot more. I'm curious what it gave itself as a rating. What did you give yourself, Mr. Opus? It gave us an 8. I feel like Opus did better than Fable, yet it gave itself a lower rating. Fable seems to be lying. Opus is harder on itself, it looks like. I mean, that was really cool. I think props to Opus. I liked the vibe of that a lot. Those scenes were really cool. They seemed more diverse. It seems like a little bit more of a full settings layer. You get glow and trails. The file upload worked. I even have a actual timeline music bar. Why can't I think of the word for that? And even in the top right, you've got a waveform layer too. This is awesome. Actually, Opus, good job. Let's actually look at the specs here. Switching over to Opus on the Green AI portion of Centrail again, centrail.org. I mean, $16 for this. For $6 more on a smaller model, I'm going to assume Opus is smaller than Fable. Wow, it used 20 million tokens, so it was not a smaller output. Wrote 7,600 lines of code, roughly $5.50 per commit, about 6 kilowatts of energy. So it honestly, it went further. It took the jog, the run that I asked it to do, and kind of turned it into a marathon comparatively to Fable. So honestly, I'm kind of excited about Opus's final project here. It gave me a lot of information. I'll definitely check this out later and can kind of look into the brain of Opus, and I recommend that you do as well. Again, I will share all of the repositories in the description. All right. So honestly, if I gave Opus, like if we kept it at an 8, let's say it's an 8, I'm going to give Fable a 6. Fable pulled it off with straight JavaScript, though. That's pretty awesome. And Green AI, I'm sorry, Opus did use 3, which is, use the tools that you have. I didn't tell it couldn't. So I like that it chose those things. Last, we have Soul 5.6, baby. So it decided to make a video game for us. The others did not. And off rip, I actually already like this design. Echo Drift with the two-tone text is pretty cool. Outrun the signal, weaponize the silence. Okay, all right, Soul, what you got for me? Drift with W? Oh, use WSD. Okay. Aim with the pointer. Yep. Space to phase. Okay. Oh, okay. Got ourselves like a little Galaga type shooter. Oh, this reminds me of I used to play a game on the Xbox 360. Why can't I think of the name? I think I even have it on Steam. Oh. Oh! We got ourselves a roguelike, ladies and gentlemen. Dashing through anomalies deals more damage. Fuck it. We're not even going to read the other twos. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, we're cooking with grease. Oh, my God. I'm on a freaking trackpad. I don't like this at all. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Phase needle. Okay, I mean, this feels like a full game. If I hit escape. Oh, okay. Escape, pause the game. Restart, run, return to archive. We'll check those out in a second. I do kind of want to get a little further in the game. Nanite weave continues to regenerate whole integrity. Yeah, let's get that HP going. That seems kind of like a very OP skill, to be honest. I actually didn't pay attention. Was that showing me? Oh, rarity. What did the items have? Rarity. Oh God, I'm sorry for this display. Oh, they're shooting at me now. Protocol 1, Protocol 2, 3. So there's not rarities, but it does give you all these different bonuses. That's awesome. Fire rate increased by 20%. I really wish I had a mouse right now. Oh. Jesus Christ. I'm going to die. What? Oh my God, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a boss. There is a boss. Soul freaking added difficulty to boss level. Jesus. Okay, all right. This is actually really cool. I'm impressed with GPT-6. I'm sorry, 5.6 Soul. And actually, I lied. That regeneration, pretty freaking slow. You can see I have health on the bottom left. I got, I guess, experience or points on the bottom middle. Oh my God, am I about to beat the boss? Deeper frequency? What is that? Oh my, I died. That was really cool. I like that a lot. I can imagine if we got the Opus or Fable beats on there, it'd be a lot cooler. Hey, they need to collaborate. Re-enter the drift. Okay, cool. So you can return, enter the drift. This is really smooth. This is just... Okay, you can mute it, pause. This feels like a full end-to-end game. Like, it really went all the way. Let's go ahead and check out the code here. So this is what it built. It decided to create Echo Drift, a polished browser-based arcade roguelite with procedural visuals and synthesized audio. Took the longest was the feel and presentation took the longest, not the basic combat. I like how it told me not the basic combat. Balancing motion, enemy pressure, dash timing, yada yadas. Gave itself a 9 out of 10. You know, I'm not going to lie, comparatively, it feels like it's got the most like end-to-end video game it decided to create for me. And honestly, like, I can imagine, I was peeking through the code, like it's made it pretty neatly all in this one JavaScript file, but we've got the different enemies. We could easily scale this up. I could totally imagine, you know, refactoring all this into a React level game, or just keeping it JavaScript. But I can totally imagine us scaling this up. Like, it's built well. I actually am very impressed with 5.6 Soul here. This is really cool. I love the feel of it. It definitely feels like a polished game. Let's go ahead and check the Centrail numbers, will we? $250. It cost us $2.50 to make that video game now. Are you freaking crapping me? So 5.6 Soul spent $2.61, wrote 1,800 lines of code, and delivered us a banger. Compared to 5 Opus and Fable, I mean, and it only spent a single kilowatt of electricity here. Like, are you shitting me? Oh my goodness. I'm about to definitely test Soul out and have it actually build me a game that I want it to build me. I'm very impressed with it. It thought of everything end to end. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it only took 14 minutes to build this. Like, it feels like a complete authored game rather than a technical demo. Like, I agree with that. I'm not gonna lie, OpenAI kind of came out of nowhere with this. And Opus delivered a really cool project. Definitely felt like very end to end, but I mean, it took like 30 minutes to an hour. I spent $16 on it. And I mean, it used all of these different frameworks. So it was clearly doing its research and utilizing to the best of its ability all the different libraries and public frameworks. So, like, I'm not going to knock it down, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think 5.6 Soul wins this benchmark here. Oh, thank y'all so much. I mean, please leave down below like what you feel about these different models. Like, what do you think did the best? Do you think Fable or Opus should have chose a video game? Do you think Soul, if it made a visualizer, would have done a better job? If you'd like me to actually test those out individually, we could definitely do that as well. I'd love to see Fable and Opus attempt a video game and Soul attempt a visualizer. I did try to get it to do a car customizer just because I'm like, I want to tweak with some cars in the real lives, but that's another story for another time. But if you like this video, please subscribe, leave a comment, like the video. My name is Braden. I'm a full stack engineer. I do also make music. I don't know if you picked that up in the rest of the video. And I work with a lot of amazing people, and we have all sorts of really cool projects going on. And so I built this Centrail platform to help us benchmark different models. And it is free for you to use as well, so that you can easily use this and get all sorts of insights from commits to models to price to everything that it kind of provides for you. 1-0 for OpenAI to Anthropic. 1-0 against the other two models. All right, thank you guys again for watching this video. Please let me know if you'd like to see more of these. I'd love to do more of these benchmarks and come up with different unique ways to test these AI models and put them really in the ringer. You know, UFC Fight Night Saturdays. Let's freaking go. Again, my name is Braden. Peace.